Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled at the edge of an enchanted forest, there lived a kind-hearted old woman named Granny Clara. Granny Clara was known far and wide for her delicious soups and stews, which she made in her prized possession, a large, gleaming, copper pot. This was no ordinary pot. It was a magic pot, a gift from the fairies of the forest many years ago. One crisp autumn evening, as the sun began to set and the sky painted itself in hues of orange and pink, Granny Clara decided to prepare a special feast for the villagers. She set her magic pot on the hearth and began to gather ingredients from her pantry. Just then, a gentle knock echoed from her wooden door. "Come in," Granny Clara called out, and in walked a little boy named Timmy, with wide, curious eyes and a mop of unruly hair. Timmy was one of Granny Clara's favorite visitors. He often came to listen to her stories and help her in the kitchen. "Granny Clara," Timmy said excitedly, "can you tell me the story of how you got your magic pot while we cook?" Granny Clara chuckled warmly. "Of course, Timmy. Why don't you help me chop these vegetables while I tell you the tale?" Timmy eagerly agreed and set to work with a small knife and a wooden board. Granny Clara began her story. "Many, many years ago, when I was a young girl just about your age, I loved to explore the Enchanted Forest. One day, I ventured deeper into the woods than ever before. The trees seemed to whisper secrets, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. As I wandered, I stumbled upon a hidden glade where the sunlight filtered through the leaves, creating a magical dance of light and shadow." Timmy's eyes grew wide with wonder as he listened, his hands moving deftly to chop the carrots. In the center of the glade, Granny Clara continued, was a beautiful fairy queen named Alara. She had long, shimmering hair and wings that sparkled like diamonds. She greeted me with a smile and said she had been watching over the village for centuries. Alara told me she wanted to give me a special gift for my kindness and love of nature, a magic pot that could make any dish taste extraordinary. Granny Clara paused to stir the pot, and a delicious aroma filled the kitchen. "She handed me this very pot," Granny Clara said, patting the gleaming copper, "and taught me the words to activate its magic. Stir with love and speak with heart, bring forth magic from the start." From that day on, I used the pot to cook for the village, spreading joy and warmth with every meal. Timmy looked up from his chopping. "Granny Clara, do you think the fairies still watch over us?" Granny Clara smiled gently. "I believe they do, Timmy. They are always near, especially when we are kind to each other and to the world around us." As they finished preparing the vegetables, Granny Clara added them to the pot along with some fragrant herbs and spices. She began to stir, reciting the magical words softly. The pot bubbled and shimmered, and soon the kitchen was filled with the most wonderful smell. "Now, Timmy," Granny Clara said, "let's set the table for our feast." Together, they laid out plates, bowls, and spoons, and lit a few candles to create a cozy atmosphere. Just as they finished, villagers began to arrive, drawn by the tantalizing aroma wafting through the village. The feast was a joyous occasion, filled with laughter and stories. Everyone praised Granny Clara's delicious stew, and Timmy felt a warm glow of pride knowing he had helped. After dinner, Granny Clara gathered the children around the hearth and continued her tales of the Enchanted Forest and the magical beings within. As the night grew late and the stars twinkled brightly in the sky, Timmy felt his eyes grow heavy. Granny Clara noticed and led him to a cozy corner with a soft blanket. "Rest now, dear Timmy," she whispered. dream of the enchanted forest and the magic that fills our world. Timmy snuggled under the blanket, a content smile on his face, as Granny Clara softly hummed a lullaby. He drifted off to sleep, dreaming of fairies, magical pots, and the endless adventures that awaited him. And so, in the little village by the enchanted forest, the magic of Granny Clara's pot continued to bring happiness and warmth to all who visited, ensuring that the legacy of kindness and magic lived on for generations to come. Sleep tight, little one. May your dreams be filled with magic and wonder.